Hello there, dear viewers. It's time for another episode of Banished. I have changed the settings once again to hopefully reduce some of the visual glitches, but I cannot promise that all of them will be reduced. As we can see now, we're in a bit of a crisis. We don't have enough food, which is of course a terrible thing, and I honestly don't quite know how to fix it, but I will be trying my best. However, this episode is going to be a little bit different from most others. As you see, I have installed some mods for the game. Nothing big, just some very simple mods. One of which is adding an... Well, I guess I have to go into settings to activate it. Those. As you can see here, I have one that adds a char burner. That is a building that makes charcoal. So, I mean, if I had an overstock of firewood, I could be able to build a char burner to make lots of coal, which is good because then I can make lots of steel, because the coal mining is going very slow. One that allows me to purchase and raise deer as livestock. I'm kind of iffy on that one, but I thought it might be fun. A tool for active hunting, which is very useful because that means that you can essentially choose, just in the same way that you choose, for instance, trees to be cut down. You can choose and say, go hunt these specific deer, which is good because sometimes you can see them walking on the map and the hunters don't care, and it's super annoying because I can see the deer are right there. Please hunt them. One that adds an apiary building, and as it says there, a beekeeping profession, which means that my citizens will be able to keep bees and make honey for food. And then one that allows the crops and things to be built on terrain that people can walk on, which is very useful. And I don't consider this to be mods that in any way sort of like break the game or make it too easy or anything. Just a little sort of quality of life things, really. Since, especially the one about the terrain farms, since it's so annoying that people can walk on a slight hill, but apparently they can't make a farm on a slight hill. And it's incredibly annoying to me, at least. And this big mod here, the North, is a sort of complete conversion mod that changes everything about the game. And I was thinking that I would use it for my next playthrough. I figured I'll continue with Trasselby until, until I get a town to a successful level, or I run it completely into the ground. Either of which is applicable, And then I will start a new game with this mod, the North, that makes that so Banished appears to be set in one of the Nordic countries, for instance, my own native country, Sweden, by adding things like, well, old-fashioned Swedish style, or or also Norwegian and Finnish style, I guess in this Nordic style, old-fashioned Nordic style houses. It adds new livestock and new crops, and adds some new professions and things. So, for instance, in that version of the game, you will be able to build houses with glass windows, and you will need to mine for glass at the seashore. Well, not the seashore, but at the riverbanks, picking up sand, just like you would have had in real life. And it will add things like that, which I think sounds like a lot of fun, but not for this playthrough. Trasselby is to stay quite close to vanilla. And for those of you who don't know, vanilla is the word for a unmodded game, the sort of like base game. And yeah, I will reload the save now, since I did enable the mods. As you can see, I'm not used to playing with mods. This is the first time I've done that, so that's why it might look a little weird. And I thought to aid in the food production, we might build an apiary, for instance, out here. I think it would be useful, because that way we would have one more way of people to make food. I can put it over here, like right next to the fishery, so people can just walk over there to the barn and make. And yeah, I think that would be a useful thing. Then I would try to build a road that goes down. Oh, what? Oh, and now I cannot go over here. Okay. The roads can be so finicky. Slightest hill and the game says no. It's very annoying. At least now we have some laborers, which is useful. Laborers do simple tasks. And with the active hunting, I can tell them to, hey, you guys, go hunt these guys. Yes, now I'm just basically waiting for everything to sort of... I mean, we're getting a little bit more food again, but I'm still very worried that we won't have enough. Yeah, we're still low on food, but it's heightening slightly, which is good. I'm not sure how to get it to, you know, heighten completely. And I have these farms, but again, it's very difficult to keep everything running smoothly. I'm not entirely sure what to do. And as you may or may not be able to tell, I have lowered the speed, well, not the speed, I've lowered the frame rate of recording to 30 frames per second, which I thought might aid a little bit in making the game seem a little bit smoother and less, you know, horrible. And I am not sure how to expand, how to make things, you know, better for our little township, or whatever you want to call it. I have some houses here that have not been built yet, but people are working on them. I should build some actual houses that the people can go into there as well, since, I mean, they need a place to live. So I'll build, I don't know, 3 houses here. That might be good. And then I will build a stockpile. And I guess I will need to build a barn too. Or maybe I should build a market. Markets are very resource intensive, but they are very good. Since, I mean, they enable people to, if I build a market right here, people can get food from, I mean, a lot of people will be going here to get food, so I think it's a good idea. And now we need a lot more builders, but yeah, we're just going to have to deal with that. Yeah. The beekeeping place is starting to get built. But at least we have a little bit more food now. I hope we can manage through the winter. I can look here at the production, where I can see that, yeah, we're definitely not in a sustainable mood, since we use up about 2,000 more food than we are producing at the moment. So I could say that we're in a bit of a crisis, really. Which is, of course, very bad and dangerous, but... Yes, my one citizen without a job, that just because the beekeeping place is not finished yet. But once it is, I will have a citizen that has a job, which is very good and useful. And yes, it's really frightening how much the food, how the food is lowered. And I don't really know how to do with that. But hey, I have a beekeeper. Damn it. Go work. You are now a beekeeper. I'm not sure if that hunting thing works. I will remove it, I think. And yes, the reserve of food is very low. I hope that we get a ship in soon, because this is terrifying. I don't know what to do about this. I mean, I might need to build a hunting lodge out here just so we can get some food. I mean, at least the bees are good. They will provide some food, so hopefully everyone doesn't starve to death. I mean, that's my hope and dreams, that everyone doesn't starve to death, but no. Hey, you never know. I maybe build a hunting cabin like right there. That might work. And then I will just have to tell people to go around and chop down some trees. Yes, please chop everything down. We need lots of wood. And again, the food situation is still very scary to me. So I might also build an apiary around here. And then there was another building that we desperately need, since the population is growing so bloody much. And it's this. It costs a huge amount of wood, but hopefully it will be useful eventually. Boarding house. It has a temporary place for the homeless to live, which is very useful because I think that, you know, if we have more population growth than we have houses, then they will need a place to live. And this is as good as any. So I might just as well put one over here, next to the apiary. And again, we need lots of builders, but we don't have very many, because a lot of our children are still in school, but that's okay. It will sort of take care of itself, I suppose. And I think again that market will be a good idea, since that means that everyone who's living here can just go here and get their food. You don't have to worry about walking up over there. And then I was thinking that maybe I could build a market over here, but that in later time, when I have some more new resources. I think that would be a good idea. And now let us check on the production again to see. Okay, we're producing a little bit more, but we're still using a lot. And this is again very bad. I may have to build some houses and then a farm down here, I think. I think it's a good idea at least. I don't know. A small farm. Or like just something, I don't know what. And then hope that it will be enough. It might not be. It might never be enough, but I will never know. And yeah, now I'm just going to have to wait for things to build. Oh god, we're so low on food, this is absolutely horrifying. And I genuinely don't know what to do. We have a lot of gatherers and a lot of fishermen. And a lot of woodcutter and a lot of forester. Maybe if I lower the mining a little bit and add another beekeeper and another I don't know what we might need. Another farmer? It's always so difficult. At least for me. I don't know, maybe an apiary here and another farm might be useful. I don't know why the foresters aren't doing a lot of work. It's very annoying. I wish they would just like work a lot. Go on, chop chop. I will speed up the simulation a little bit. We're at least growing in food a little bit, which is good. I think that is what's happening during spring, simply because there are people who can work in the fields, and that's, you know, very useful. And it will also be very useful once we have the 12 sheep that I had set it as the limit on this pasture. The sheep will reproduce quite fast, I think, and I think that is very good. Yep, they're building this hunting cabin, so we'll need some more hunters, but you know, a hunter is still very useful to have. Since we have some deer and things. Oh boy. Yeah, okay, we're growing a little bit, but people are still using so much bloody food. We may very well die. Just of starvation. And we need more people to become adults. Oh, they're building a boarding house, that's very good. I approve. It will take some time to build, but it will work quite fine, I think. Hopefully. And then we have the apiary over here and another apiary over here. Since, I mean, honey might be a very useful resource. At least I hope it is. And we have the fishery. And yeah. We're growing food a little bit. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, and we have the blacksmith working, making iron tools, and we have the tailor working, making leather coats. Oh, a merchant. I wonder what I can buy. Honey, peach, chickens, and apples. Well, nothing we need, really. I mean, we could always do with some more food. Now we have a little bit more food that people might be able to use, and we have the boarding house, which is useful. Oh my god, more children! I don't know what to do. People are reproducing so fast. We have no... I mean, if you look at the food, we are at a catastrophe still. I wish people would just stop having children. It's annoying. Good gravy. I wish there was a way I could just tell them to, I don't know, use protection. But I suppose that doesn't exist in these, you know, these ancient times. Well, I say ancient, but they're not that ancient. This is more a sort of medieval age. I mean, sort of, I don't know, early medieval? Well, I mean, they have schools, which people didn't have back in the medieval times. But it's definitely nowhere near the, like, amount or range or whatever of schools that people had in, say, the 19th century, at least here in Sweden, when, you know, schools began to be sort of required by law to have. Yeah, we can cut down some of these trees too. We need many logs, and we desperately need food. We are still running low, we may starve. We're using about twice as much food as we're producing. So yeah, that's incredibly bad. May kill us in the end. And I don't know what to do. We don't have enough builders yet. Because they build stupid big things like this. And I guess that I'm just waiting for people to grow up. I'll have to dismiss the teachers so I have more people who are, you know, eligible for labor. There we go. Now we might be turning things around slightly. Okay, we're slowly getting there. And we're already running out of tools, which is of course very bad, but hey. And now I can put the teacher back. It's a bit of a mean trick to sort of utilize laborers like that. I'm not a very nice person. And we probably need a barn over here too, since people are running around so much. But then again, the market might be finished in a bit. Wait, no it's not. Oh god, we really don't have any. I think I should have to build a barn around here. I don't like to, but I have to. We're having so many citizens. I mean, this town is growing like you wouldn't believe. These people are starving. Okay, that's very bad. Maybe potatoes are good? I don't know. Okay, we're growing a little bit more food. We're producing roughly as much as we're using, but we need to produce more. We need to have a surplus of food. Because this is very bad. We cannot go on like this. People are still having children. This is so bad. The poor blacksmith is working as hard as he can. And the reserve of food is very low. There are so many people who don't have any tools yet. Ooh, this winter might become terrible. I hope we will survive, but there's no guarantee. And more bloody children. Please, I want people to use protection. This is horrible. We could die. Oof, this is going to be tough. Very tough. The food amount is still bad. Very bad. But I hope that maybe this field will help. And that the beekeepers will also help. Oh god, we need so many tools. Ooh, we're just sort of barely breaking even. Come on you guys, work on the market. Very important. I mean, yeah, okay, I guess it's fine to work on houses too, but please, market. I don't know if this hunting cabin was good or not. I hope it was. I might have to build a bridge like over here or something to make so people can easier get to the blacksmith. Leather. Maybe they need more leather. Oh god, and so many people that don't have tools. More people, gather more rocks. Need rocks. Oh, a merchant! A merchant! Very good, very good. I wonder what we can buy. Cattle! Yes, please. Fortunately, this guy doesn't like. I'll have to increase a lot of my resources to be able to. Doesn't like any of this stuff I have already. Maybe he will buy, you know, some firewood. We usually like firewood. Let's try that. Okay, so I need a little bit more. A little bit more firewood, maybe? I think that would work. Here we go. And some logs. And some stone. Please, my god, accept. Damn it. A little bit more. And yes, I know that the tool reserve is low, but there's not much I can do about it. A little bit more stone, maybe. I know we're already low on stone, but I have to do this. I need to get this cattle. In case you're wondering why, cattle gives both food, beef, and it gives leather, which is very useful because then I can make coats. Ah, just a little bit more. Just need some more stone, please. Please more stone. And I did put stone at... Yes, I put it at 40, so I should be working on getting some more stone. Yeah. Go on. I don't want this trader to leave. Yes. We can put them over here. Okay, so some people are building houses over here, but oh god damn it, I don't want builders. I wanted the gatherers and things to live. These guys can be very annoying. But they choose very bad places. Okay, so one person is homeless, but I have this place. Why don't nobody live there? Why are you standing out there? You're going to die, my friend. You're going to die. And you have food in your inventory. Why can't you eat your food? He's surrounded by... He has surrounded himself with these resources. And he died. I guess I need to build a stockpile. So this won't happen again. I didn't know that this even could happen. Oof. We have so many children. Way too many children. But the market is being built and I like the look of that. I like the way it looks. I think I will quit this video when the market is done. Yes, the market is done. Hooray! Oh no, not trader. That's the wrong. Vendor. I want someone to work here. Okay, now we have two people working. That's fine. I think it will be useful. Oh god, we're so low on wood. But I need to build a blacksmith. Like here maybe. Right next to the market. It might be useful. And we have the cows, and I don't see a calf yet. I don't know if the cows give milk or not. Let's look at the food production. Yeah, it's going bad. It's going really bad. There is still 0 yield on the potatoes. I don't understand why. I mean, come on. Make work, please. Can they not go here? Is that the problem? There is someone who's supposed to work here. This lady, I'll follow her to see where... Okay, so she goes past this bridge. Now what? Can she go to the field? Or is that the problem that she cannot? No, it looks like she can reach the field. And now she's finally got it. What is she even doing? Now she's finally working. Okay, she's having some potato. Ooh. I hope it will help a little bit. Oh, a merchant has arrived. That's useful. Wheat seed! Yes, please, 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 please. Oh god. We will never be able to afford this. And in the sky. In price. Yeah, no, we will never be able to afford it, at least not now. Anyone working at it? Yes. That is good. We still need more food. Yeah, this is going very badly. I hope that the farm can help at least a little bit. And once we have some more cows, maybe they can help. That's what I hope at least. And the gatherers will definitely help. Hmm. Well, people are working quite hard at least. I mean, that's something. I'm gonna need some more wood, desperately. Yeah, why don't you... Yes, the reserve of tools is still low, but the blacksmith is working as hard as he can. I mean, the iron mine, they're also working. Nobody's living in the boarding house, that's... Oh well. Let's look at the food production again. Yeah, we're sort of slowly getting there. But we still need 1,000 more food. Anyway, I do think that this episode has run long enough, so I do believe I will have to quit it here. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a wonderful day.